This video is made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So let's discuss a new mode that is coming out next week, which is called 3 Strikes, in anticipation of the Post Malone event. This is the Post Malone event that you're seeing on screen. I'm going to showcase gameplay from it, and we're going to talk it through, provide educational thoughts, as well as how the game mode works. Let's talk about initially how the game mode works. There is no reason not to hot drop. I think what's really great about this mode is that it really encourages you just to go fight and go play, because, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You get eliminated, then you spawn right back in, you get another shot, and go to another POI and go loot. So I think that there's a lot of fun here, and it can marry both the problems that we see from players that play too aggressive and players that want to play too slow out of fear of losing. So you get 3 tries. You could spawn in 3 different times here. Now, there's another caveat. Once you get dropped or get knocked, don't even worry, because you can't get eliminated. You can't be finished. There is no point of resin. There is no respawn beacons. Nothing of that nature here. So there is that benefit. So who I was playing with in this round here, I got queued up with Evil Toaster as well as Moki Sniper. So this was part of the early playtest and early access. You see here a little knock. Now we drop hot and we do lose here, but then the chaos happens. And the reses are actually only 1 second as well. So let's recap what the rules are again. You get 3 revives or respawns, but once the whole team is eliminated. Afterwards, you can res really quickly. It's like 1 second. And additionally, as well as we look at everything that's happening here, there's no reason not to go have fun and to go fight, right? There's just so much incentive here to play. Now, whenever you do respawn in, the interesting part is that you don't necessarily spawn in, I guess, close. You spawn in pretty far, and it's random. At first, we thought it was purposely far, but sometimes you spawn in a little close, which is pretty interesting. So we dropped in high. What's interesting as well is when the fighting happens, it becomes non-stop. So I want to showcase that because there was a lot of craziness that really happened in these fights, which made it a whole lot of fun. There you go. So we spawn back in. We got 1 strike, and we can go again. I was like, okay, well, let's just try it another POI. And then this is where the beauty of Apex really shines. It's just that chaos. It's the fact that it's just non-stop, that it's overwhelming, that it's just fun. It's a blast. And that's really the main focus of today, is that I want you guys to understand that it is a lot of fun. And we'll talk about the things that you can learn, and that's why it's going to be an educational video here today, where you see that chaos and you can learn a whole bunch. Because the problem that most players have is they get really nervous and they don't really learn how to fight. Well, this is a great mode, and I honestly want to say my hot take. Here's my hot take: that they replace this regular matches with this mode going forward. Because then there's a very big difference between ranked and just regular matches. Ranked is very high stress, and you only get 1 life. Here, just keep going in over and over and over and over again. That's crazy. Why not? Why not have that fun across the board? So what we're going to do now is we're going to segue and skip right over to where the action and where it just happens nonstop. Because right now, and keep in mind, this lobby isn't even full, by the way. We only got to play test with like a half full lobby. And because the lobby wasn't full, it got a little quieter. But let me show you the chaos, and I'm really excited to see this when it's live, just how insane it's going to be. Because at the end of this, I got over like 2,000 damage. So we rotate, we get our stuff. Now when you spawn in, you don't spawn in with everything. Keep that in mind, all right? You don't spawn in with every bit of loot and everything that you could imagine. You are a little limited, right? Also love a reminder, invincibility when you get eliminated, extremely fast revives, 3 respawns. It's simple in concept. I'm just repeating it again just to make sure that you guys understand it. 3 respawns, invincibility when eliminated. You can crawl forever. I mean, I'm not kidding. You can crawl across the whole map if your teammate leaves. And just fast revives. When I say fast revives, if you're playing Lifeline, you just click them. I mean, it's so fast, like they're up before you even notice. And Mirage is good. The meta kind of changes here. I guess I don't really need to skip ahead because it's the chaos. The chaos is about to happen. Now we're going to talk over the other gameplay as well. And we'll skip just to the chaos, to where it just keeps happening because people keep flying in. Another team flies in. Because this is where the dogpile happens. And think of every time you played Apex where it just has been nonstop, and you wish that you could just get back in there again. That's what this is. Like, I know it's my hot take, but ooh, just crispy shots. I enjoy this. I'm going to go for about 300 damage here, and then by the end of this, I'm going to end up with around 2,000. And we don't win. I didn't win a single time, but I still felt, because I was just able to respawn and just keep fighting, it felt like a dub. And you're going to see that we do lose at one point and spawn back in. Oh my gosh, I got absolutely shredded there at that angle. That there is just overall a rewarding experience. I need to remember with Conduit. Let's see if I remember here just to push. Oh, I do. Because I got the Conduit tactical. I have no idea what pulled up my sniper there. Big, huge whiffs, huge gains. See how they're invisible there? It means that you can't finish them. I don't know how I got out of that with 1 HP, I'm gonna be honest. Now, it just stays like this, by the way. It doesn't get any calmer at this point. So when you're talking about that pressure and then feeling just overwhelmed, this is where Apex shines. This is the chaos. It feels like a battlefield. That Conduit ult was insane. I love that. It was awesome. Eliminated. Now, you get this notification. This is a good example. Whenever a team has been completely out. It says just now they can't spawn anymore because 3 strikes you're out, right? Trying to top off best I can. Because then the problem, I guess you could say there's a problem with the game mode, is that it doesn't stop. You just keep going. But if people do land on you, they're going to land with white armors. They don't get good armors when they come back. So if a team wants to grief and come back and say we're better, well then that team who's on the ground could already still have the swaps of red to purple and vice versa, putting them on the ground and, you know, sweating like crazy. But it does make it feel more like a TDM, and it really changes the dynamic that changes the game. It's one of those things where I applaud Respawn for being a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for, innovative recently. You know, even with the trick or treat, I want more of this Respawn. I want more of this. I know the problem is that we'll make this a permanent mode, that if we have too many permanent modes, then we're going to split the player base even harder. My recommendation would be to ensure that just replace regular matches, you know, replace things instead and try to keep things limited to improve the overall experience. See how, I mean, they just, you don't even know anymore who's a part of what. So that's a squad wipe, but there's a difference in the animation there. Let's see if I get a res. Let's see if we can see that. I know we get it later. Ready? This is fast. Ready? Check this out. Check this out. 1 second. Boom. Back up. And they spawn with a pretty good amount of HP. Now, they don't spawn with shield when they come back, you know, right there, that res. Oh my god, that hip fire shot. That was crazy. Oh my god, that was so crazy. That was nice. We still like have 700 damage to go here. And it's all in just this area. It makes these designated POIs into a straight up just brawl. And it's really fun to watch and see. So now you can really practice your utility. You can practice your synergy together. And the resets happen really fast. And that's also a downside. A team could... You'll see it in my other footage when I was playing as Wattson at one point. You'll see that you can... If you don't push, you get punished. And this is a mode that... For those that love playing aggressive, it rewards regression. Because you have to be aggressive because the reses are so fast. Very nice. Good. Very good. And we got the new kill leader. We end up with 11 kills and then we lose, unfortunately. Because we get eliminated here at one point. I wonder when do we get eliminated? Like, I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm actually like going through the gameplay. I know we recorded this, but even I'm curious, like, what happened here? Also, the extra bullet for Vantage. I know it seems small, but it definitely helps improve the flow, right? Makes a difference. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is actually really fun to watch. I'm sure, and this is why I'm kind of just showcasing all of it, is that there's no downtime from, like I told you guys, like it's been non-stop, right? I think I'm dead here, yep. I think we spawn back in. And then we fly right back in here, which you could have slowed things down. But why do that? Where's the fun in that? Just go right back in, just go fly in and just claim you're the better squad, why not? And it does pay off. You can kind of take a look now on what you get. Strike 2. Look at that kill feed, man. This is even a full lobby. I'm so excited to play this live. This is going to be a great way. I mean, you know what will be upsetting is that there will be a clear distinction between kill racing, like if they turn this into a permanent mode versus ranked, because ranked you'll get less eliminations versus just farming like this. See, we got 30-30. We got we actually came in with our attachments. This is why, if you're curious why I got confused on being revived. Oh my word, that's insane. Why I got confused when you spawn back in with everything, because this happened. There's a difference between the regular matches where you spawn in and you get your armor and you get limited stuff versus here, you get your attachments still that you saw, but you don't get your armor. And that confused me, I'm not gonna lie. And I have a weird bug here. Do you see this bug? All right, what we're gonna do, let's segue to the next gameplay. We got 2 more. This is gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a lot of me talking, as is kind of per usual we have here on the channel. So let's segue. Let's go to the next round. Because we die. This is the end here, but this is pretty sick. So let's go to the next little video here and cover it. All right, for this next bit of footage that I really want to highlight is that this action never really leaves a whole lot of this area here. It was really slow at the start. And remember, this isn't even a full lobby. So you can imagine the chaos that this is going to cause. But it creates a really fun dynamic of just wanting to push. Now, nobody was afraid to push. Granted, I don't think anybody would be afraid during the playtest. We got some pretty good players here. And nobody was necessarily afraid to try to make a play and make things happen, right? Because what's the worst that can happen? you lose your points there. Let's go skip ahead just a little bit, and we're just talking about the breakdown of abilities here. It's because we run into another team. We even get stuck down here, and you'll see how fast the reses are, and why you need to prioritize in this game mode reses. So Mirage is going to be meta. Lifeline is going to be meta. Newcastle maybe not so much. I kind of talked to Moki about this. Newcastle, because the shield goes up, it reses them so quickly, it doesn't really matter. In fact, just hiding the res or even using Lifeline is probably going to be better as a whole. Very nice. Because you're going to see we get knocked, but because the reses come back and you get a good amount of flush heals. Oh. Very nice. Again, invisible, you can't finish them. So, you know, it kind of breaks the habit of just always finishing a knock, which is also important. I think a lot of people build a lot of bad habits of just finishing knocks when it's unnecessary. The only time you should finish a knock is that if you're trying to go for an immediate armor swap, or if the person is an immediate threat of being res at a distance and you need to finish them before they get behind cover. Otherwise, if they're not an immediate threat, you don't need to finish reses. You don't need to finish them. There's no reason. You're just padding stats. And that can be an issue when somebody's padding a lot of their stats. They said, I did 500 damage, but they finished 9 people, right? So you'll see that this fight here, I mean, they're outside of zone, and that there's no fear just to go fight. And I encourage you when you play this game mode, when it releases, to just go play, go fight, go have fun as much as possible. Please, please, please. I think I lose this right here. Do I? Maybe not. All right, very nice. You can already see this has already been a massive uptick in damage. You're going to get a lot of eliminations. You're going to get a lot of everything here. It's just more, and I really like that about this game mode. It's just more of Apex. So let's skip ahead just a little bit here, speed things up. Okay, this is where things get a little interesting right here, okay? I think this is the interesting part about everything that happens. So we got a good gen here, good reset, trying to get back in the game, trying not to get eliminated. We do get one teammate that does get eliminated here. I should have lost this. I should not have won that. Now, yes, our teammate overextended, but it's not like they can get finished, right? Because it's a post Malone event. It's sick. It's awesome. They're getting shot in the back. Nice knock. Look at this res. Ready? Once they res him. Do I go for the res? I think I do. One second. Boom. Right back in. Look how much HP they got. Insane. So we get bullied down here a little bit. And even I get knocked. But I can infinitely crawl away. I mean, your knockdown is a defense maneuver for your team, but you don't have to worry. Like, you just keep crawling. It's not like they can finish you. And ready? Look at this. Look at this. If you get gold revive, I don't know if it was in this game mode. I was up so fast. Like, that's insane. And now if they decide to jump, which they do. Ready? Playing as a squad is important. The guy just ran in. Now they're running in one at a time. Yes, you have the advantage, but playing aggressive and playing as a team is even more important. And there we go again. Ready? Another person runs in by themselves, and then fast res. Reset, reset. It happens so fast. This is just the example of it. And I'm glad I got this footage because, I mean, we're fighting. We're in it. We're together. it's just it's a lot of fun to watch. Even me just hanging out. My loot inventory. I have way too many cells. And then I think we get eliminated right here. And then we get stuck at grow towers. And then I make an over-aggressive push. And that's pretty much it. But I just really want to highlight the chaos, the fun of all of it. That's really the whole point of this, is I just want to highlight the absolute sheer chaos. Yeah, we lose this, unfortunately. There's no reason to not go in. Not one. Close. I think I hit it in the back, too. Close, close, close. Let's skip ahead and see if anything else interesting happens. I said GG's because I even said I forgot there was a respawn, you know? But then you come in with all your guns. Nothing else really crazy happens. We do get knocked again. Lifeline res, look how fast it is. And then we get eliminated. We go for a push again. Because it does get a little harder towards the end, right? So let's go look at the last gameplay here. And then, yeah, we'll piece it all together. All right, we didn't win, but we saved the best kind of for last. Because we get to play in Conduit in this one. So we got a little bit of everything. You know, you got Vantage, you got Wattson, and you got Conduit, which are my three new mains. And I have to say Conduit is... I can't tell if I'm going to play more Conduit or Wattson, but I think I'm going to play more Conduit more than anything. But I figured, I mean, if you stay to the end of the video, then you get the best for last, right? And so we drop pot. There's no reason not to drop pot. Just go for everything, right? There's no harm, no foul. Push in. Nice. Good damage, good damage. I love the fact that everyone was inclined just to keep fighting too. That nobody was afraid and nobody was necessarily getting upset about it. It's just because it's like, hey, what's the worst that can happen? Guys, just a friendly reminder, because this will be kind of towards the end of the video. PK is nasty. Don't forget to leave a like, show your support. Don't forget to res your teammates. Please, guys, in this game mode, the worst thing you can do is not res your teammates. It's so fast that there's almost no excuse not to do it. I think that's going to be one of the biggest mistakes I see in this game mode, is that people don't res. It's just so fast, and you get even if they're bad, if they got a bad teammate, they're free meat shield. They have to choose who to shoot. It's just instant HP and instant health. Look at them; they're coming right back in. Crazy! They just ran right back in at us. It spawns a lot of double loot, though. To be fair, oof, oof, or Conduit. So if you keep playing, and you got to remember that those other people. I think let's see if I shoot him, because I get confused at one point. Do I shoot him? No, I don't. I did at one point in gameplay. I was like, oh, I'm going to finish him. And I was like, wait, I can't do that. You're going to see that a lot happen, too. Let's see as we go up. What am I looking at? What am I looking for? Gamemode? Oh, I didn't even realize I had it on. I don't know. I thought they were up here. It was just a mistake being all the way up here. Go for the res. GG's. Hit him with the heal. Might as well, just in case we get third in. We'll skip ahead a little bit. Do we get landed on here? No, there's just a lot of... I make a really dumb decision here to drop at one point. And I shouldn't have dropped. I was just having a blast. My shots are really insane here, by the way. It's crazy. I barely missed. Not the best ult, kind of experimenting with it. So this drop wasn't bad. It was a drop later, because we've got a knock on them, and they're rezzing. There's a res. Or they tried to res. I'm surprised they didn't get off. It's 1 second. It's literally 1 second, unless they just finished them off. Also, good example of the range on the Conduit tactical there. Just in case you're... don't... Oh, do you see the Conduit ult is busted there because it's rotating? That's weird. Because it's just floating in the air. I guess good note not to drop it here on grow towers. Bad space for Conduit to exist. Keep fighting. Just keep pushing. Why not? Boop. Gotta boop on Conduit. Oh man. I'm surprised to get out of this. I barely get out of that. Do I even survive this? I don't remember. There's no way I get out of this. I'm pretty sure I die, right? Yeah, I'm dead. There's no shot. No, I do get out of this. Bro, how'd that happen? And then I get shot right. I do die right here. Ready? I don't know why I was speaking that. That was dumb. I should just hid behind the wall. So this isn't the end, but it is going to be the end here for the video for us, because there's not much else to show besides just to fly back in, and then you fight again, and that's pretty much it. It's very straightforward, really fun mode. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It is much longer. There's a lot of me talking, but I wanted to dedicate this because I think there's a lot to still learn here. There's a lot to have fun with. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget again to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everybody.